Ever had that one friend who borrowed your favorite manga and never returned it? Yeah, imagine that, but on an epic, world-shattering scale. Today, we're going to explore the gut-wrenching moments when our beloved MCs are backstabbed, double-crossed, and betrayed by the ones they trusted most. And let me tell you, these tales of betrayal will make you question your own friendships. So, grab your popcorn, hit that subscribe button, and let's jump right into our countdown. It's time for some sweet, sweet revenge. Number 10 on our list is Masamune-kun's revenge. Masamune, a pig-like boy born with a golden spoon in his mouth, loves nothing but food. But when this kid gets bullied and betrayed due to his size, the story takes a different turn. He shed a few pounds and became one of the most famous guy in the country. Well, a weak main character becoming overpowered is a common trope, but a wimpy fat kid becoming famous is a new one. After getting rid of the fat, he also got rid of his weak personality. He did so to retaliate against the ones who pushed him down. Unfortunately, the premise is not that novel, but it is filled with twists. The well-paced story seems more like a parody than a revenge anime. At number 9, we have Bungo Stray Dogs. After being thrown out of an orphanage, Nakajima Atsushi survives a near-death situation. Such a situation was caused due to starvation. After he survives, a series of peculiar men introduce themselves. Among them, the most peculiar ones are Dazai Osamu and Kunikita Doppo. They both are part of the Armed Detective Agency, an agency that takes on cases that the military or the police can't. And this intrigues Atsushi, and he joins the duo in hopes of killing the one who betrayed and humiliated him. So they venture into the virtual city of Yokohama to kill the man-eating tiger and become one of the Bungo masters with unordinary powers. Coming in at number 8 is Record of Grand Crest War. In a land administered by the tumult, it was a culture to help one another to succeed. For the ones in this land called Atlanta, the individuals lived by the will of their masters. But some of the lords of the land didn't want to follow this ideal scenario, so they betrayed each other in hopes of acquiring more territory. Among them, the solitary mage, Siluka, scorns the lords for their selfishness. This mage befriends the knight Theo, who wants to free his own country from oppression. And due to the similarities in their belief and end goal, they band together to change this war-torn land. This show has one of the greatest anime betrayals and an overpowered character to back it up. Number 7 on our list is Seraph of the End, Vampire Reign. In a world that is void of any adult, the kids are stolen by vampires. A kid who got captured by a vampire finds an escape path. Not only does he escape, but he also finds a way to retaliate against the vampires. These vampires also don't take it lightly as they attack the human settlements to weaken them. Such a story is similar to Attack on Titan. You might even find it to be exactly similar other than the fact it's attack on vampires instead of titans. We all know by now how much of a betrayal game is embedded within Attack on Titan. And as Seraph of the End is an anime similar to Attack on Titan, you will find the betrayed main character you have been looking for. Halfway through our list at number 6 is Stigma of the Wind. Kazuma Yagami is an outcast for 4 years due to his failure in controlling fire. He also was defeated by his cousin in a duel which only further fueled his betrayal. So he returns to the honorable Kanagi family after serving the 4-year sentence. However, he returns as not the usual Kazuma, but as Fujutsu's, Wind Magic's client. He has returned to take back his lost honor within the family, and he is determined to achieve it. But his relatives have a different plan. They make his path several times more challenging. As a result, the help which he is supposed to receive from his relatives becomes the seed of betrayal. But this doesn't diminish Yagami's determination. On the contrary, he uses this betrayal only to further fuel his ambition by outshining the ones who betrayed him. At number 5, we have the Legend of Legendary Heroes. Reiner and Ferris venture along Minoris, a fantasy land filled with relics. They are a wizard and a knight respectively. Both of them are looking for hero relics. They need these relics to help their friend Scion, the High King of Roland. Reiner and Ferris seem nothing special at first sight, but one considers the other to be a deviant. It becomes a running gag throughout the show, but it is a vital one. There are 3 main characters in this show, and each one of them is betrayed. But who betrays them, and for what is something that you will have to find out for yourself. For if I mention them here, the anime fun and thrill will be spoiled in a blink. Coming in at number 4 is Dimension W. In the year 2071, when the world was supposed to face energy deficiency, it is filled with energy and power. This is all possible due to an organization that is able to cultivate energy from the fourth dimension. This is the dimension that is identified with the letter W. The W dimension is the power source and also the source of immense illegal activities. And for that, there is a need, or law enforcement, to stop these unlawful activities. But the police are not up for the job. This is where the main guy, Kiyoma, comes in. He has a loathful reputation, but along with his android assistant, he becomes one of the most overpowered main characters in anime history. At number 3 on our list, we have Arifureta. Arifureta shares a lot of similarities with the Rising of the Shield hero, as both involve MCs that are pretty weak and kind-hearted until they're betrayed. Focus on the word, until. Our goody two-shoes MC in Arifureta completely changes when he's betrayed by his comrade and holds a very bitter grudge. Arifureta tells us a story of a high schooler named Hajime Nagumo who gets isekai'd to a fantasy world along with his classmates. This time, there's no Truck-kun, unfortunately. All of them are treated like heroes there with some insane superhuman powers. However, our MC is granted with only basic alchemical magic that holds no worth at all. He's betrayed by one of his classmates during a dungeon raid and finds himself at the bottom of the dungeon. Now, he pledges to become stronger than anyone else and take his revenge as well. Our runner-up at number 2 is Kabaneri of Iron Fortress. This is an anime which is riddled with betrayals. The island of Hinamoto is one that is filled with unrest. It is where humankind made their last stand against Kabane. They have an enormous divider to shield themselves. To delve into this monster territory, one has to take the heavily clad train. And the best thing is, it is a train that is supervised by youngsters. One such individual is Ikoma. During the monster attack, Ikoma went and became a mechanical mortal beast. The only way to defeat him is to pierce his heart, which is clad in iron plates. So he took it upon himself to protect the supplies that are to be transported from one human settlement to another. But this plan is not one to last, as he is betrayed in almost all twists of the story. And finally, at the top of our list, we have Rising of the Shield hero. The ultimate anime that does justice with the themes of betrayal and vengeance, Rising of the Shield hero is an eye-opener for us to not trust anybody easily. Our MC in this one was naive and fell prey to a pretty girl who accused him of attacking a girl later, which stripped him off of all the grace. He then became extremely bitter and treated everybody like shit, except of course his party members who are super cute. Rising of the Shield hero tells us the story of Naofumi Iwatani, who got summoned to a fantasy world along with 3 other people as a legendary hero. He's the weakest of all the 4 heroes and is not very popular amongst the masses. Things get even messy when he's betrayed and accused of assault by the daughter of the king of Melramark. There you have it, our top 10 anime where betrayal and the thirst for revenge take center stage. Did your favorite make the list? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe for more epic anime content, and ring that notification bell so you never miss a moment of anime greatness. Until next time,